Have you ever heard of ShowBiz Pizza Place? You know, the restaurant chain from the 1980s. It was very similar to the Korean Chuck E. Cheese. Well, I used to work there. I have a very bizarre story about that place. My name is John. It's a very common name, but I like it. The year was 1983, and I was 18 at the time. I was planning on going to college, but I had no money, so my only option was to look for a simple job to keep me alive. Walking on the street, I saw an outdoor saying that my local ShowBiz Pizza was hiring employees to help setting the birthday parties. The job had almost no requirements, so I thought it was a unique opportunity for me, since I would never have a very professional occupation. On the first day, my boss gave me a tour around the location. ShowBiz is famous due to its animatronic band, the Rock-afire Explosion, and it was the first time I got to see the characters in person. I didn't really like them, but they didn't used to creep me out. I was a grown man, by the way. A few days passed, and I was starting to like this new job. I always liked children, and seeing a lot of them running and playing together as their parents smiled at them used to make me very cheerful. But that happiness was about to end. On the second week, a character named Rolf the Wolf was being replaced. He used to stand on the left stage, and it was giving place to a new animatronic named Uncle Clunk. Clunk was a very ugly humanoid character who sat on a chair. He had a goofy personality and had the ability to pick a fake telephone with his left hand. He was actually funny, but always gave me the creeps. He kept saying weird crap like,
if any of your friends ask you to go behind the building and go or back in the woods and smoke some CRAYOLAS, don't do it.
One day, I was taking a quick break on the outside of the building. I was smoking a cigarette when two teenagers came to me and asked if they could have some. Back then, smoking was not a very controversial thing, so I gave them. Later on, I would find out that this was the biggest mistake of my whole life. Seriously. On the same day, I finished my job and went home to have some rest. I fell asleep and woke up again at 1 a.m. with my phone ringing. Hello? I said.
John, I know what you did.
Who are you? Why are you prank calling me so late at night?
Look at your window, bro.
You can't fool me, you idiot. I was actually scared to death, but I looked anyway. On the outside, I saw Click, which is Clunk's cuckoo bird. Yep, Clunk's stage had another character. I forgot to mention it, sorry. Suddenly, I got hit behind the head. I don't remember what time it was, but it was still dark. When I woke up, I was tied to a chair and I started panicking. I looked around. It was the dressing room from the local ShowBiz pizza place. The place I used to work at. Hello?
John.
What do you want from me?
Were you giving bad influence to those kids, John?
Let me out!
Were you?
Yes, I was sorry.
So many days working here, so many times listening to the same show tape, and you haven't learned a single lesson. I've warned children to avoid accepting Crayolas from strangers. Yeah, Crayolas, John, Crayolas. And then you, my friend, did the opposite. You gave cigarettes to them.
I'm sorry.
I know you are. Do you want to go home, John?
Yes, yes.
Alright. But first, listen to me. On the table, you can see some crayons, right?
Yes. Yes, I see them.
There are three. A blue one, a green one, and a yellow one. Which one do you choose? Quickly.
Blue.
Wise choice. Now, draw something that could help those kids and punish your stupid self.
I only remember drawing a police officer. After that, I got hit again. In the morning, I woke up on my bed at my apartment. Not sure if it was real or just a nightmare, but it got me scared enough to never work at ShowBiz Pizza again.